right, everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 728, because you're the best in town.
That's right, you are.
Right. If you're on live, you know what I'm talking about, because you are the best in town. We want to just say thank you all for being here. We are excited. We're ecstatic. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office of KonaButterflyz. I'm the guy that answers all those text messages and all that great email that we get from other study preps wanting to partner up because this scarred. Pretty awesome, guys. Really a major study prep wants to run with us. Anyways, you're not here for that. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that's Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice.
There's nothing to stop here.
That's right. There's nothing to stop here.
She says that too.
That's right. I love it when she gets involved.
I know. There's
Awesome.
nothing to stop here.
That's right. So tonight we're going to have test taking techniques. It is our Thursday night. It is what we do is we go over 6 different exams. We got 6 questions, all answered with test taking techniques. Brandy's got some selected. It's going to be a good one. And we're going to get that started right away because we got no time to spare.
That's right.
We had a meeting earlier and we were talking about, things you should do and don't do before an exam.
Yes.
And we haven't done this in a while. We haven't talked about that, but I think it's good that we talk about this, and maybe we run a little list here, Brandy, and we talk about the do's and don'ts of things we need to do before we head into our KonaButterflyz commercial here and get it started with test taking techniques here. If you want to get into I'll do this quick.
Okay.
Test taking techniques, guys, it is part of our online course and on-demand courses. We got all that great stuff, live sessions. Get yourself a pass notice with us. You can get into the link tree there. Just scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat, join as a member. How do you know what's going on? What's the paid? What's the free? And just watch that orientation replay. It explains it all. We have our study guides. You heard one say that's all they used and they got a pass. Study guide, Series 6, SIE 63, $20 each. Kona community Discord. We featured that last night. It is the Kona community that you want to be with when you're studying over the weekend. Get involved. We have that available. 8668 Kona. That's our phone number. Brandy is on the Discord. We have live sessions happening tomorrow for the members, 63 and 65, back to back, 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. 65ers, 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. in the East. And it is simply Your Question Friday. Brandy's going to bring those answers for all the questions you got. So just bring those questions and Brandy's got it for you.
Yep.
All right. We got a reminder for Saturday. We have test taking techniques exam workshop. That is our foundation, the bottom, the foundation of it all, where you can just get started with all the different little techniques and skill sets that we give out there. They apply to just about any multiple choice exam. Get that edge, get that little bit of what do I want to say? Sight. Beyond sight when it comes to these things, so that way you can disarm those multiple choice exams. Yeah. Guys, so many times from early age, I think it just starts when we're our youth, right? We're just intimidated by these multiple choice exams and you just don't really know how to really get that right answer.
Yes.
And so many times, since we are introduced to this type of exam, we're always just threatened by it because we get those dang it's. We're like, oh, it could be this, it could be that. I just don't know. Oh my gosh. Well, we help you get rid of some of that second guessing, get rid of some of that, overthinking, get rid of some of that double, triple, quadruple, reading that you do on those questions. We help out with that. It's Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Check your local listings there. It's 30 minutes or so. It's this exact Zoom code. There's no replays. You just have to be there. We make it fun. We make it fast. It's pretty cool. And we do it every other weekend, so join in on that. Invite anybody. We're going to go over everything, securities, life. We have all kinds of different questions we're going to go over, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and we can't wait to see you guys all there.
Yeah.
We have SIE live recording tomorrow. We're going to be going over 529s, Coverdales. Is that considered types of accounts?
Yeah, it's like a types of accounts.
So
section.
Different types of accounts for that exam. Again, we are updating all of our content. We have already unleashed the new 21-day plans for the SIE, the 6, and the 63.
Yes.
But we're also putting brand new videos and brand new stuff in there, giving them all that fresh new car smell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So if we want you guys to participate and be a part of that recording process, why not? Right? Why not include you as just a little bit of an extra bonus for the members? Why not? Right? Brandy's going over that course stuff one more time, so we like it, making it a party.
Yeah.
And getting your feedback live. I mean, our business here is just strictly driven by you guys, and just making sure that we give the best to you, and the most understandable, and everything that we can possibly do for you. We try to. So be in those sessions. If you're in that $50 and our $100 program, look for that live session code tomorrow about 2 hours before the session starts. Check those times there. It's 10 a.m. in Hawaii, 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. in the East. And I have that special Zoom code that's just for that, going out 2 hours before the session starts. So make sure to check your email, click on that Zoom code, and then just get on in.
That's right.
Come on in. Learn about 529s and Coverdales, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go into it, Brandy.
All right, let's go into it.
All right. So I was going to say about the testing.
Yes.
So I know you got loaded questions, but we can go all the way to the bottom, right?
I need a new piece of paper.
Oh.
Boom.
Perfect. No, that's not it. There we go. So this is some of the things I want you guys to keep in mind right before you're about ready to exam. We're talking about a week to just right before.
Yeah.
These are some of the stuff that it just got to be, what do I want to say?
Aware of. Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And 7 days out, you guys definitely need to be doing full simulated exams. You need to get your stamina up.
Yes.
You cannot be doing 10, 20 question exams up to that exam. And for members, we have this broken down so many times, but we might do an evening espresso this Sunday on this and go more in depth on this.
Yes.
But this is a quick list. Make sure you're doing full simulated exams. Make sure you're in the zone as far as like your stamina.
Yes.
Right. You're not feeling tired and lethargic, halfway through it. You're feeling like you can sit through the whole exam at least, right?
Yes.
Working all of those different simulated exams, going through as many questions as you possibly can, working those test taking techniques, all that great stuff. What else do you want to add to that, Brandy?
No, absolutely. And we have heard that a simulated a day keeps the anxiety away.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Pedro.
Thank you, Pedro.
If you don't know who Pedro is, he's one of our passers. He's now an RVP. Oh, and you know what I should mention, by the way? Congratulations to 2 of our students who about only 6 months ago got all their licenses in order. One is Rami.
Oh, yes.
He crossed over the 100,000. He has his diamond now. You're in Primerica. That means something.
Yes.
And then our Nika. She got her series, all her SIE through the 26 with us.
Yes.
And she is now an RVP.
Yes, she
leveled up officially this week, signed her contract. Congratulations to both of them making all those things happen. And hey guys, that's fire right there. So we love it when we hear those stories about that happening. Nika sent us very awesome pictures of her contract signing.
Yay.
And we felt like we were there. So that was awesome. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Nika. And anybody that's in her base shop, let her know that we were super proud of her.
Yes.
So back to it. Full length quizzes every single day.
Yep.
We're working that up to about when, Brandy?
Every day.
No, I know, but until when? Like up to we take the test?
The day before.
And this is what I say. This is a lot of people. So if my test was, let's just say it's Tuesday at 2:00.
Yes.
I'm shutting down my study process. I'm shutting down my simulateds. I'm shutting down my hardcore studying.
Yes.
Probably no later than about 7 p.m. on Monday.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough because you want, I think, no late night cramming, no late night studying the night before. I think that's good.
If you're working the system, I would shut it down the night before, 7:00, somewhere around there, And how much studying or what should I do after that? None.
Nothing.
You should go out to the movies. You should go relax. You should go meet with your team, whatever it is. But whatever you do, make it relaxing, make it refreshing, make it something that's not having to do with studying at all. Okay. It's a great time to go put in a team building exercise or something, something fun with the team, whatever it is. And do that. I always say go to the movies because it's the one thing. But we had a student named Carolyn.
Yes.
And she had high anxiety. So what she did is she shut it down, just like I said. But what she did is she went and hit the gym really hard, like for a good hour or two, wore herself out. So that way at night, guess what happened? She crashed out.
She was
She got
tired.
all that energy out. She got all that anxiousness out. She got all those vibes out, wore herself down, and she got a great night's sleep. Guys, that is why we want you to shut it down early, because we want to make sure that you get your rest. Get your rest, hydrate, eat not great, eat really good and clean the night before. Don't eat anything that could possibly upset your stomach. It's not the time to go try out that new restaurant that you have no idea, or that shady, hot dog cart on the corner. Let's not set ourselves up for a possible disaster. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get graphic about it, but you know what I mean, exactly what I mean.
No street vendors.
No, yeah, I know there's some are so good, but like you just can't chance it. You can't chance it. And I know people are laughing right now, but I'm going to tell you right now, facts. We have had students who do that, and it ain't good. It ain't good. And it has happened. Yeah, they like literally someone tried to, in like where in LA where they have like the hot dog people who like, make hot dogs on top of a trash can. Yeah. Let's not do that.
Or the food that somebody literally told us that the reason why they didn't pass their exam one day is because they ate a burrito that was in the back of their fridge. Bro, don't.
That thing in tinfoil, you don't remember when it's there.
Don't do that.
It's not the time.
Yeah.
It's not the time.
No.
Get yourself some, if you're a person that's not used to eating salad,
don't
taking probiotics, and you're like, I heard you, Andy, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to no, if your body's not used to that health,
no,
that could be just as disastrous.
How about we do this? Cleaner,
whatever that means for you. If you're a
cleaner,
it's not a time to change up your body system and have an adverse reaction, is what I'm saying.
No.
So, but don't eat heavy either. Don't eat, stuff that's like, I wouldn't say go out and eat a big, Big Mac and like load up on all those, those empty calories. I wouldn't go out there and go load up on, just food that's not good for you and sits really heavy in your stomach. You know what I mean? That kind of food, guys, even through the whole studying process, is going to load you down. It makes you lethargic. It makes you lazy. It makes you tired. It creates brain fog. Food, you cannot ignore good nutrition. You have to have some good nutrition. Make sure you're getting the best out of that. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I love a good Big Mac. That's what I do. You need to change it up. Eat something better. Home cooked meal if you can. Cook yourself some chicken. Cook yourself some, steak. Or if you're a vegan, go get yourself some potato. Get a potato. Maybe even have some chickpeas. You know what you vegans eat. I mean, I don't need to go into it because some of you just like get horrified. But I'm just saying. It's time to like drink the water, get hydrated. Water is a great way to keep yourself fresh. Don't like if you have anxiety, guys, it's not the time to go get yourself a bunch of cocktails. Don't load yourself up that way either. Be fresh, be good. We talked to one of our students, Manny, passed all his exams with us. He's a 5 diamond guy now. We were talking to him earlier. He was like, dude, this is what I did every single exam. I took a cold shower and he worked out first, 4 a.m, got up, worked out, got his mindset fresh.
Yes.
Drank his protein shake, took a cold shower, right? 6 a.m. we're at now. And he just relaxed, looked over a few notes, got to his test center early, ate a light lunch, was there 2 hours before everything. Right. Oh no, he did not eat any lunch at all. He was an empty stomach, but he just had his protein shake, whatever. But that's what he does anyway. And he was just like, I just got there early, relaxed, and I just went in there and took it. And that's how I did it every time. That's what we're talking about. Keep yourself fresh. You're not studying. You're not cramming anything. What do you suggest that morning of the day of? How much do you do testing? Should you do any of that stuff?
I do not suggest at all studying at all, to be honest with you. Maybe reviewing your notes, maybe flipping through a study guide, maybe flipping through kind of like like if you're a Kona member, our technique video, something like that, right? That's the most you should do the morning of, because what can happen is you can burn your brain out, right? Your brain is exhausted because it just played a game and now you're going to make it play. It's like a double header. Don't do that because your brain is a muscle. The other thing is that, okay, this is what I did, and this was the stupidest thing, and I never did this again. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I scheduled my first test very late in the day. And then I don't know why I took the mastery. Stupidest thing I could have done because I failed the mastery. And I remember crying to Andy, going, obviously I'm not going to pass because look at this. And and then he had a lot of people call me to boost up my
Yeah,
spirits.
because you know why? Because spouses don't coach spouses.
No, he did. I mean, he told me, it was just a quiz.
I know I play dumb on TV, but I'm pretty smart sometimes. And I know that I call the coaches in and have her get coached by them. It's not me saying it.
Guys, I was crying on the way to the test center because there was no way I was going to pass because I couldn't even pass a quiz.
By the way, if you're a spouse, that's how you stay sleeping in the same room.
He's speaking.
You don't get the couch.
Guys, I passed miraculously. I passed, right? But that's why I said never again. And every time before I take my test now, every time before my test is scheduled, I literally do nothing related in that topic. Nothing. I mean, nothing. Like I get up, I try to schedule it as early as I can because I need to get it out of my way. Otherwise, it's the only thing I'm thinking about all day. And I knock it out in the morning and I'm listening to cheesy ballads on the way in. I am singing at the top of my lungs, right? That's my way of clearing my head. And I go in and I take the test. I could barely talk because I was screaming so loud in the car, like singing, and I can't sing. And there you go.
And Brandy would leave for these exams at like 6, 7 in the morning. I would get up even earlier than that. I would go to Starbucks, go get her favorite latte. I get her protein meal box or whatever it is, the protein box they had there.
Yeah, back in the day.
And then I would get her favorite energy drink, and I would have a thing of water. And I had a packed lunch for her for afterwards. So when she got out and she was hungry and exhausted, she had like snacks or whatever. And when I say packed lunch, Brandy eats like 3 things, like pita and some hummus. That's that's her lunch. So I had all that stuff all packed up. And one of the things is, guys, if you do that for your spouse, ladies, you do that for your spouse, whoever, if you're being a partner, a good partner, and you're doing that, when you do that, it really brings home the fact that you can't back out, and it gives them the confidence that you're behind them. And he's giving him like that package, like, okay, let's go, let's do this. You got this.
You're like, well, now that you did all that for me, I guess I better go. Try my hardest to pass this thing.
It's exactly what you do. It's like the coaching without coaching. It's not telling her that she needs to go do that. It's just saying, I expected that you were going to do it. And again, you get to sleep in the same room. Again, guys, I'm trying to keep your marriages together. Don't coach.
No, he's right. And he knew when, guys, usually we go everywhere together. I'm gonna be real with you. He knew not to drive with me in those mornings because I needed to be able to do the Brandy routine.
Yes, she needs to keep her routine, keep it fresh, keep her brain where it needs to be.
You should do your routines, guys. Do your routines. It's not the day to forget your lucky socks. If you always wear the same socks every time you take a simulated and you're passing, wear those socks to the test center.
If you're a person that likes to get up in the morning and this is how you start your day, you like to work out, you like to go for a run, you like a good bicycle ride, you like to take your shower, you like to get a protein drink, and you like to be fresh, after a good, either you meditate, you pray, whatever it is, and that's what gets your brain set for the day. Do that. That's more important than you trying to cram all the exam's knowledge into your brain right before the exam.
Yes.
Your daily routine and how you start your day is way more important in keeping yourself balanced than trying to cram a bunch of work that you should have been doing the whole entire time. So that's important.
Yes. Be you. Whatever you do that.
Exactly.
Do that. Don't change because somebody said this. That's why we always talk about dressing the way that you're comfortable. I know, guys, you might have a team there taking pictures when you come out of the test center or whatever. Tell them, don't post that picture because I gotta change. Whatever it is, guys, dress the way you feel the most comfortable, something that gives you the most confidence, right? Dress that part. Does that make sense? Me, I am a hoodie and jeans type of person. That's what I took my test in.
And this is the last few things so we can get started with the Series 6. Even though I feel like this is probably a good studying brew all in itself.
I think so.
If I wanted to phone it in, I'd be like, okay, that was it. We didn't do what we wanted to, but this is good enough. No, but this is the last few things here, guys. Keep of all things, this is the most important. Keep your positive mental attitude. If you put in the work, you score in the good passing scores in your simulateds, you have nothing to doubt. Stop doubting yourself. Don't put a negative thought in your brain. Keep it positive. Tell yourself, I'm going to pass. Write it down on your hand. I'm going to pass today. Put it on stickies around your car or in your house or wherever, on the mirror. Today's my day. Keep everything in your brain positive. This is not the time to take a phone call from your sister who's totally negative all the time. You love her. You're going to talk to her after the exam. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know how some people just send you on a downward spiral? That is not the time.
Right.
Not today.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Just
keep it positive. Keep that positive mental attitude. I say it and I'll say it again. So many people don't fail in the exam room. They fail in the car ride over to the exam room. They cannot stop doubting themselves and they keep telling themselves they're going to fail. They're not going to be good. They're not going to do that. All negative. Guess what they asked? They prayed for just then. Do you know what they just asked to be blessed with? A fail notice.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they kept talking about. That's all their mind's about. They're basically calling out to the universe, give me exactly what I asked for. And you're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Set yourself up for success. Keep that positive mental attitude always.
Always.
Positivity always attracts positive results.
Yep.
I should have said one more thing with this traveling. If you got to travel in the morning, if you're like 2 to 3 hours out, it wouldn't be a bad idea to stay the night closer to that exam place, get a good night's rest next to that exam site, get up in the morning, go take your exam, go home, or not. We had a couple passers who actually made a weekend of it, gone out of state. They go to a whole new place, take the spouse, whatever. They stay overnight, take the exam, and they have a weekend in a whole new place at a hotel, and they make a fun stay out of it. Do that. But my point is, don't be exhausted. Don't be tired. Don't be wore out by the traffic, all that stuff. Take into consideration how close and far or how the commute is, and just set yourself up for success on that and make sure you're at the most relaxed you could possibly be when you go in there. And so that way you have confidence, you're confident, and you're just got that positive energy. And you literally just walk in there smiling and say, you know what? Today's my day. And you just really grin down that exam the whole way. I just say, this is the day.
Yep.
Keep that positive mental attitude, everybody. So that, I hope, helps you out.
I think so.
Yeah, exactly. I think Rose actually wrote, was it Rose who stayed the weekend?
I think so.
Yeah.
The night before. Yeah.
Yeah. The night before, took the whole weekend and got the exam done and had a nice little vacay. So that's what you got to do. So I hope that helps you guys out. We haven't done that in a while. We used to do these kinds of things every Friday back in the day when we used to do Friday Studying Brew.
Yeah.
But it came up today and I thought it was a good thing to bring up tonight.
I think so.
It's a little off our normal, but why not?
Why not?
Let's get into those exam questions, Brandy, now that I talked my brains out and gave everybody all that information.
That's okay. We'll go backwards.
I hope you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We'll go backwards, but it's actually forward. But backwards. All right, guys. So answers first, right? The SIE. So I have any unsold shares in the offering are prorated amongst the participating firm. Guys, the keyword here is unsold shares and prorated. Okay. B says all unsold shares go back to the issuer. So I got unsold back to the issuer. C says if any shares are not sold in the offering, it's canceled in its entirety. So not sold, canceled. And then it's a firm commitment for a rights offering. Okay. So a couple of things here, right? So those are my keywords. There's a couple of things that kind of stand out to me. This says, I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Jason Perez points out all.
Ooh.
The word all.
Oh yeah, because this one says all, right? C says if any shares are not sold, that it is canceled. This would be like an all or none, right? I'm going to sell everything, or I'm going to sell none of them. And then a firm commitment for a rights offering. So this would something be like, I'm going to look for additional on this one for that, but also like the firm is committing. I'm firmly committing to you, right? So firmly, I don't know. right? And then I don't even know what this, like, what, right? So those are the words that I'm going to look for in that question. Okay. Boom. Which of the following is true of a best efforts underwriting? Which one is it? I write the word. I wrote the word. I wrote the word.
I'm gonna do my best.
I'm going to do my best. Best efforts. I'm going to do my best. That is right. Boom, boom. Boom. Did you notice I started putting the answers there?
Guys, that is what we're talking about. Keywords there.
That's it.
All insult shares go back to the issuer. Hey, I'm just going to do my best. Whatever I don't sell goes right back to you.
My best effort.
Best I can do.
Take it or leave it, bro.
I brought the card out and someone said they didn't want my shady hot dogs. I did my try though.
I'll just try them again for the next few days.
Next time I'll bring a better trash can to cook on top.
All right. An incorrectly filed quarterly report. So incorrect and quarterly. The final terms of an offering after the 20-day cooling off period. So I got final terms and after the cooling off. A small oily fish from North Atlantic used for initiation rituals of rookie brokers.
What is this? Deadliest catch? They chew the side of it out and spit it out into the ocean. What's going on there?
You're all funny. And then preliminary prospectus. Mentioned this today in the Series 6 today that I always write preliminary prospectus in red because it reminds me of school when the teacher used to write draft, right, on my essay, and then used to go, no, we don't like this, and we do, right, and she used to like do all of these things all over your essay.
You're like, what the heck is what is a predicate?
Yeah.
Why is it propositional here?
Yeah, like make your adjective better, right? Oh, I hated the red ink, right? But so, and when I teach, guys, I very rarely use red. So when I use red, there's a reason, right? So preliminary, I usually write in red or red ink, right? Because that is what the association is. So if you guys are ready for the question, in financial terms, I love this. Guys, this is a hint right here. That's a hint. So if you guys didn't know, a red herring is actually a fish. Okay. Well, I think a herring is a fish, right? So a herring is a fish in real life, right? But it says financial terms. So if I said, oh, herring, I remember herrings or herring bones or whatever, right? That's a fish. And there's a fish right there, but it said financial terms. So it can't be a fish. That means it has to be this preliminary prospectus thing.
Hence the oily fish.
Right? But do you guys see the hints there? Like that hint was like screaming at you. Boom.
Yes.
All right.
Financial terms.
In financial terms.
Not the oily fish.
Not the oily fish. So it must be the other red thing.
Right.
Okay. All right. Standard account opening information plus a signed document attesting to account ownership. There's a lot of awesome test words.
Yeah, a lot of legality sounds like too.
Standard account opening information plus a signed document attesting. Who says that? That's official word right there, right?
Yeah, it is.
Account ownership. A certified copy of of Social Security and birth certificate on file. Who does that? No. Right? None numbered accounts are not permitted. This is not true. Guys, the reason why that's not true is, can you imagine if we know what celebrities are investing in? Can you imagine if we knew what billionaires are investing in? That would be such market manipulation. It would be gross.
Well, you see it with crypto, right? Every time Elon Musk would tweet about his crypto,
his Dogecoin.
Yeah, Dogecoin. Yeah, do you see how it would fluctuate up or down? He was controlling it. He was manipulating the price.
He totally started messing with you.
And that's something that he could do because it's not regulated.
Exactly.
But it's regulated in this world. And guess what? They don't want that.
Right. So so if you are like a high profile or whatever, you want anonymity, you're going to do a number account.
That's the word.
Sounding like Nemo right there.
See an enemy.
Yes. Standard account opening information minus the name. Like, how do we, where's the proof? Right. But also look at this. A and D are opposite. So guys, we can't just open an account and just be like, okay, let me just black out your name. You can't do that, right? We have to have some sort of like official document saying that that person is what they are. And I don't even have to read this question.
Yeah, because A just makes the most legal, makes the most sense of all of it, right?
Right. This is the most legal, right? It had the most buzzwords.
This must be the 63 or the 26.
Series 7.
Series 7.
However, this is on the numbered accounts. I can't remember what test that's on. 63. Boom. Boom.
Question.
Oh, sorry. Question. The question says a broker-dealer may offer a customer the option of opening number securities accounts with the following required information. All those buzzwords, right?
Must be legal.
All the buzzwords. All right. I'm really trying to ignore the song playing right now.
Wilson Phillips.
Yes.
Got to hold on one more day. That's on her cheesy list, by the way.
That is on my cheesy list. All right, guys. Engaging in any practice that the administrator defines by rule as unethical. That's subjective.
Brandon, you got to hold on for 2 more questions.
I like it. That's subjective, I think. I don't know. Let's see what else. Failing to state non-material facts. Dude, it has the word failing to state facts, right? Engaging in any fraudulent or deceitful, that's just bad. I'm not even going to finish reading that, but it said fraudulent and deceitful, so that's bad. And then it says employing any device, scheme, or artifice to defraud.
I don't know. That's a word I don't use every day.
Yeah. So everything on here seems really bad, right? Exactly. Prohibited activities. How could they all be bad? Let's read the question. Under the anti-fraud provisions of the Uniform Securities Act, agents are prohibited from all of these except. That means it could be one thing that they could do. So guys, when I looked at this, I was like, I'm going to start with that shortest word, the shortest answer, because I'm like, they're all bad. And I'm just going to start with B because it's the shortest. And then I saw it. I had to go back and then I saw it. It says non-material fact. Guys, nobody cares what landscaper the issuer is using. That would be a non-material fact. So this is in fact okay.
No one cares that Rosa the nanny wear a red dress on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's a non-material fact.
But did you guys see that? At first we thought it was bad. And then we went back and I noticed that none of you guys corrected me in the
It's non-material.
Non-material. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
It's just a cone.
It's a cone. 5 points for anybody who knows that movie.
Oh, I do.
I know you do. Okay.
It's just a cone.
All are likely to be found in the prospectus. Sales charge reductions and waivers. Well, I think we're talking about prospectuses, right? I mean, it just says that. The A is basically saying the prospectus, right? Sales charge reductions and waivers. This is going in a prospectus for sure. Investment objective strategies and risk. I think I think I want to know that information. And 1, 5, and 10. I hate that. I do not like it when words are written, like when numbers are written out.
Want to throw you off?
Yes. Much better. Yeah, I recognize those numbers. Guys, you hear what I just said? I recognize those numbers, right? And by the time you get to the 26, guys, you definitely recognize these numbers.
Yeah, so if you're like my man Daniel Boyle, you see that on the quiz, I would write those numbers out the way I've been studying it. 1, 5, and 10. Don't keep them in the words. Just that way your mind stays straight on it, you know?
So guys, what's my answer?
There you go.
I mean, I wrote in all 3 and it says, A says in. That's right. Right. Well, let's read the question, right? Which of the following topics is unlikely to be found in a typical mutual fund prospectus? Guys, if you started with the question, you would be forcing one of those to be not in the prospectus. Does that make sense? Like you're looking for the unlikely, and that's the way the question is written. But when I was looking at this, I'm like, no, man, all of those are in there and we got an out. They told us, no, they're all in there. So be careful where you go with that.
See how tricky they try to make that? They're all in it. The
Yeah.
way they worded the question was to make you think that one of them was out.
Exactly.
And it wasn't.
Nope. All right, one more.
Trickery.
Oh
Don't
my
fall
gosh.
for it.
That's a lot of words. Brandy, seriously, that's a lot of words. It's late. Come on. What are you doing to us?
Yeah. Don't you know what time it is on the East Coast?
The average cost of goods and services. The average cost of goods and services. Okay. So those are opposite of each other. Oops, you guys can't see that. Those are opposite of each other, right? Let me take a different color. And it says goods and services purchased during the same base period, services purchased during the same base period. Those are opposite. Can we guess what the answer is?
A is the double dip.
You think the answer is A?
Yeah, I'm going to go there. I don't know anything about anything, but I'm going to go there.
I didn't read.
We didn't even look at the question.
I didn't even look at the question. I didn't even read B. I didn't even read anything fully. I was just looking at matches. That's it. I was just looking at matches, and the question basically says, what's a CPI? That's it.
And some of you are like, I don't know what a CPI is. I haven't got to that far. Look,
Yeah.
you didn't need to either.
You didn't need to. It's the average cost of goods and services purchased by consumers compared to the same goods and services purchased during a base period. Guys, inflation's all over the news. And if you're studying for your securities, you guys should be paying attention to what the feds and the business news and inflation, all that stuff is, because your clients are going to ask you these questions.
There you go.
Boom.
Observe those answers. Don't get caught up in the fluff. Don't get caught up in those other words that you don't understand. Keep it at the most simple level. And remember, don't eat those experimental burritos in the back of your fridge the day before your exam. That's just a no-no. And keep that positive mental attitude.
Yes.
I hope you guys liked it. It was a little different for the Series 6, but you know what? We're spontaneous like that. I thought about a great topic there at the right here at the beginning, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back for all the members, live sessions, recordings. We got taking workshop on Saturday. We got the evening espresso on Sunday. We got more live sessions on Monday. We got all kinds of great stuff for all you guys. So, but the main thing is I want you guys carrying into this weekend is don't stop. Don't stop. One, studying. And the other one, just like Journey says, don't stop believing.
That's right.
Keep that positive mental attitude. Until then, everybody, stay healthy out there. Stay safe. Make sure to wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to take your practice quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great one.
Good night.